Hey there, guys. So, I've had my first issues with technological problems. I'm not the most computer savvy. I like to think I have some clue what I'm doing, but not really. Um, I made this awesome post, and something happened, and it disappeared into the land of Bennett's computer, apparently. So, I'm just gonna try to wing it again and talk about it. I wanted to talk about pain. And you're like, oh, pain. It sounds like it's going to be an uplifting um, vlog. And what I want to talk about is just, what pain has been like for me in my life and how what works, what doesn't work. And all this is sparked from a question my friend Annie asked. She wants to know um, basically how pain has affected my life and my disability, and how I work through my life and manage things while dealing with the pain. Now, to give you just a brief history, um, I've been dealing with this pain that I feel mostly in my, well, not mostly, but definitely in my lower back, down into my butt muscle area and into my legs, and both legs. It started probably about 8 or 9 years ago now, and it started with an ER visit because I had extreme leg pain going on and had no idea what it was. Um, it took us quite a while to figure out what was going on through different, types of scans and all sorts of appointments. But basically, in the end, we discovered that um, a surgery that I had had when I was 9 years old called a spinal fusion, which is when they put a rod in your back, a metal rod, and when you have scoliosis, which for those of you who don't know is when your back is when your back is crooked, and has it could have varying degrees of curves in your spine because the muscles are too weak to hold the spine straight. So because my disease comes along with extreme muscle weakness, it makes sense that that would happen. So when I was 9, I had that surgery, and it was definitely, I don't regret doing it, despite all the pain that has come because of it, because it made my life, made me be able to live, really. Unfortunately, people who don't get this surgery have shorter lifespans because, um, I mean, that's a general statement, but in most cases, because the muscles are too weak, and you bend over and you squish your lungs, and when you get sick, you don't get all that stuff out of there, and respiratory issues become major, and breathing and all that stuff. But anyway, I've sidetracked a little bit. Let me get back because I have lots more to say, and I've already spent almost 4 minutes talking to you. So, yeah, I had the surgery, and what they used to do was take bone chips and sprinkle bone chips before they closed you up because it would, over time, grow together and form this nice, hard, solid casing around the spinal column and the rods and make sure that things stay secure. Now, the thing that came of this is over the years, the nerves in my lower back in certain areas, which we still can't pinpoint. Pinpointing the exact position would include like a very invasive spinal surgery, pretty much exploratory, and I'm not down with that. I'm good with that. I am definitely willing to try things, but not something like that when we don't have a direct, focus and a anecdote. Um, so the nerves are being squished, therefore causing really bad nerve pain. Now, flash forward to now, And, you know, my pain is definitely still there, but it's a lot more manageable than it used to be. I am going through right now what I call flare ups, which is when my pain is just kind of bad for, it could be anywhere a couple of days to a couple of weeks. Unfortunately, it's looking like it's going to be one of those couple of weeks times, but you know, what happens is whether it's, it could be from a long car ride, it could be from laying or sitting in a certain position too long, it could be from going over a bump and jerking my back a certain way. Sometimes I don't even know why, but I end up with a flare up, and my pain's pretty bad, and I learned to manage that through what works most for me is a certain prescription medication and meditation, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. But to go back to um, the pinched nerves, so there's really nothing that they can do. Like I said, surgery would be very dangerous because they don't know what they would be doing or what they would be looking for. Um, I've been on all sorts of medications. I have tried the steroid slash cortisone, whatever they are, injections. I have had a failed pain pump surgery. Um, so I have tried. I have tried a lot, and I think the only part that gets really frustrating for me around the issue of chronic pain is the fact that people don't always believe you. Like they don't get it. And I get it that it can be. I'm sure that it can be really annoying at times, especially if you're someone who is around me a lot or work for me or anyone who is around anyone with chronic pain. I try not to complain. I really do. But sometimes when I'm getting dressed, those ouches come out because it just hurts so bad sometimes. And if I'm having a really bad pain day, I try not to let it affect me, but it does. And I can get it how it could be um, obnoxious or annoying or frustrating, or I'm not really sure what the right word is for that person because especially if you've mentioned something a few times that day or a lot that week, and they're like, "Oh, here we go again." Like, and then there's those people out there, like mostly doctors and things like that, who think I'm just looking for medication or ways to um, escape the pain. And really, I just want to live my life, and I just want to be able to, you know, function. That's really it. I don't want to be all messed up. I know what it's like to to have that affect you. I've had many friends, and I've had some family members who have been on certain medications and then become addicted, and it's crazy. And there's no doubt that my body is somewhat addicted to certain medications, um, but you know it's what happens when you have to take something for so long. But to one more thing to say is the things that work the best for me, which is the last part of the question that I guess Annie asked is like I said, the niacinamide works, and the meditation. And what I mean by meditation is I very, very much believe in positive thought and positive energy, and you know that you've heard me talk about it before. But I believe in being able to focus on that bad feeling, that bad energy, that pain in your body, and being able to like literally push it away. Now, it doesn't obviously work every time. There are times when the pain is so bad that you just gotta like lay down or go to sleep and deal with it that way. But what I do is I just, no matter where I am, and you can do it with your eyes closed or with them open. Sometimes it helps them closed because, you can, if you're somebody who has a hard time visualizing, then it could be easier this way. But just focus and think of, focus on your breathing, on the breathing in and the breathing out, and focus on the inhale and the exhale. And then imagine a white healing energy, and then find where that pain is in your body. And imagine with each inhale, bringing that white light in, surrounding that pain with that white light, and then on the exhale, pushing it out of your body. And I guarantee you that it will, at the very least, relax you and calm you down. But for a lot of people, it definitely helps relieve pain. And the older I've got, the more I realize that this really does work. And I focus on it a lot more now. And I hope that I've inspired you to give it a try if you have any pain. And even it doesn't have to be people with chronic pain, but anybody, people who with just a headache, it works. So I guess that's my little spiel about pain and how it affects my life. I'm sure there's way more I could say about it, but I'm getting a little lengthy here, so I'm gonna cut it short. But again, if you guys have questions, just keep sending them my way. I love this. I love answering them. So yeah, peace, love, and I'll talk to you next time.